All right, welcome back, family. On this one, we're visiting the situation that exists between Adam22, his wife Lena the plug, and the side dude who is now Jason Love. When I say side dude, I mean this is the guy that she had been fantasizing to work with, as they are adult filmmakers. They do porn. And a lot of people are up in arms about the fact that Adam gave his wife his blessing, his permission to go ahead and shoot this porn film with this other guy. He's been called those types of things, a simp, pick me, all these things. These guys are going nuts. He got really bad. She's catching some of the heat also, but most of it is directed towards him. And I personally don't understand why. Are you guys aware that this is what they do? Adam and his wife has done hundreds of porn flicks where she's doing threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes with her husband. Hundreds of them. So would it not be only fair to at least allow your wife the opportunity to fulfill a fantasy as well? I mean, look, I'm not the type of guy that would ever want to do porn. There's a lot of baggage that comes with that territory that you just can't drop off. You got to carry it for the rest of your life. When you decide to do porn and it is out there, anyone can get access to it. If you are no longer willing to engage in that industry and you want to move towards something else, it's not very likely you're going to be able to transition very easily. People will always dig that information up about you. You can't bury it anywhere. We know how the internet works. Once you put it online, it's there forever, even if you think you've erased it. But what are you going to do afterwards? Who's going to hire you? If you don't start your own business, you've very drastically limited your opportunity to do anything going forward. And not only that, to me, the reason why I would never consider to do anything like that is because I always knew I wanted children. At some point, when you decide to go into adult filmmaking, porn, you gotta know if you are going to have children someday, they're gonna come across that material, and especially in primary school, high school, middle school, whatever it is, those children of the adult stars are gonna get dragged. Do you want that for your kids? I'll say this. Maybe one of the reasons that he's getting dragged is because although Adam and Lena were together for approximately 7 years, it is recently that they actually tied the knot and got married. And shortly thereafter, that's when he gave her his blessing so that she can go do some work. It is business, but she also picked out the person she wanted. She had fantasized about this particular guy, and he's a very popular guy, Jason Love. And she really wanted to work strictly with him because she is also a very popular actress in the industry. So it would only make sense that they work together. So they did it. And I believe one of the reasons that he's getting flamed is because, again, it happened shortly after you got married. What value do you hold towards your nuptials? Not much, I guess. But again, we got to remember, these are not regular people. Okay, they function in a way that doesn't make sense to us. So we have to give them the room to operate the way that they have been, unconditionally. Some would say that he's a weak man and have allowed his wife to walk all over him. I would strongly disagree with that. Again, she's allowed him access to plenty of other women. I personally think it takes a stronger man to allow his wife to go lay down with somebody else. I couldn't do it. So the fact that he could do it and sleep at night, maybe he's stronger than most of us. Think about it. How many of you guys out there would allow your wife to go bang somebody else for some money? Not many. I think the fact that most people know Adam22 for his very popular podcast, No Jumpers, That's on YouTube. He has almost 5 million subscribers on that. I think because most people know him from that, they're surprised about this other life that he had been living without them being aware of what he actually does. So they saw a lot of pictures of him and his wife, probably not knowing what she does. In fact, they were on each other's podcast a few days after the experience, sharing the experience with the internet. And she goes on to say that she was in a lot of pain after the experience with Jason Love because he was so much bigger than her husband. Now, a lot of guys, if you've been with a woman that has cheated on you and contemplated taking her back, you might want to reconsider that. If she tells you that her lover, the side dude that she had just been with, is just that much bigger than you, your ego is going to be crushed. Come on now, don't tell me it's just me. But him being able to take it, converse about it, just says he's just built different. But wait, it gets worse. Guys, believe it or not, because of this venture between Lena and Jason, which is going to generate a lot of money, they decided to up the ante. And she, Lena, proposed that they do a threesome and film it and put it out. The threesome including herself, Lena the plug, Adam22, and Jason Love. And Adam is considering it, knowing how much money it's going to generate. Most simps wouldn't do that. The only concern I have is that they do have a young child who's, I think, 3 years old at this point. When that child gets to school age and an age where other kids, his peers, understands and get copy or footage of what it is that their parents do, then that kid is going to be the one paying the price for your selfish decisions that you guys are making today. So, what do you guys think? Is the fact that they are both in the adult film industry, does that make it okay for him to allow his wife to go sleep with other men? Or is it that since they're married, they should only be sleeping with one another? My personal opinion, looking at it from a non-biased, neutral point, I do believe that it's not a problem if he allows her to go sleep with other men. After all, she's allowed him hundreds of experiences with other women. Why should she be idle waiting for him? Although she shares those other women with him, but still, she should be able to go do what she wants as well. I would never do such a thing. Like I said before, this is not a lifestyle suited to me, but if you're in it, well into it, then I don't see what the problem is. What do you guys think? Should he allow his wife to sleep with other women since she's allowed him so many experiences? Or does the sanctity of marriage overcome all that and they should only be sleeping with each other? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.